if he realized that he needed people around him, chose to have people around him that had his joy, shouldn't we? These relationships in the room are more important than relationships that we're going to make in the outside world. It just is. Because these relationships we're making now are relationships that are going to last forever. They go into eternity. These friendships, these brotherhoods, these relationships that we have in here need to be maintained, need to be grown. It's easy how to do that. Be there. Help others. When someone's happy, be happy with them. When someone's sad, throw an arm around them. Our joy needs to be maintained. The only way it can be maintained is if we have other people there, supporting us in our times of need, and being there with us in our times of greatness. To conclude, turn with me to Philippians 4. The reasons for our joy. Give me verse 13. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Nevertheless, you have done well to share with me your afflictions. Yes, you yourselves also know, Philippians, that at the first preaching of the gospel, after I left Macedonia, no church shared with me in the matter of giving and receiving, but you alone. Now, the reason I read that far in the passage is because God gives us what we need. God gives us what we need. That's the reason for our joy. Never in our life are we going to be in a situation in which we are not prepared. Never are we going to face a situation in which we have no move, in which we are paralyzed. Because God will never give us more than we can handle, and God always gives us a way out. Here we see that God will do everything, can help us do anything that we put our minds to, by giving us His strength. But moreover, look what Paul had to say. Nevertheless, you don't want to share with me in my affliction. Paul had no one, and who reached out for him? The Philippians. You know, easy when Paul, for looking around, he said, I have nothing, God. I have nothing going right in my life right now. But God gave him who he needed and what he needed. And that should give him joy. As it should give us joy. That no matter what we need, no matter what we go through, God's there. God will protect us. And God will give us what we need. Concluding, God gave us our salvation. There should be no feeling more powerful than when we sit in communion and we look back on what Christ did for us. There should be no draw, no passion more great than our want to serve Christ. Because He gave it all for us. He didn't have to. He could have let us die. He could have let His people not be saved. But He had love for people, most of which would never love Him. And He came and He died for us. He chose to die for us. That should give us joy. That we have someone who cares about us that much that He would even give His life for us. This morning, if you have not yet been baptized into that sacrifice, if you have not yet experienced that joy of being saved, why wait? Why wait any longer? If you have experienced that joy and you need it back, there's something in your life pressing against you and you can't face it alone, why do it alone? When you have a group of people in here that love you, care for you, and want to be there with you. If there's any way we can help you, please come forward. As together we stand and we sing.
What can one